Alright, so this is my racing mower. It is a DYT 4000. I got it with a 17.5 power belt swapped in it. I guess they blew the old intake things. The hour meter says it has like 6,131 hours, but the wiring's all messed up, so that could have been the old motor. But I'm gonna go over everything that was done that I did to this thing. So when I got it, I was planning on a parts mower, but it turned out I got it running. I drove it, and I was like, "This thing's slow as crap. What am I gonna do with it? I was like, I'm gonna freaking make it a racing mower. I had like $10 or something, so I got the cheapest pulley possible, same size as this, 2-inch. This is a steel, but if you're gonna do this, use a cast iron, because they grip better. Yeah. I ended up putting a 6-inch up front. Didn't get to drive it for long because the belt was slipping like crap. And the freaking, what is it? Wet pull start. If I can think. That cheap pulley fused to the shaft and started twisting and bending and doing a bunch of crap. So I ended up having to pull the entire transmission so I could put a different pulley on it. But what I did to drop the transmission was I unhooked the brake linkage. I never even hooked it back up. Who needs that? First of all, I'd unhook your brake linkage. You gotta fit a little wrench under there to hold that. Then you can put a wrench on top of it to undo that, or you can see if this will possibly come undone. Mine was fused and I couldn't, so. But I'd recommend jacking it up. You can use some wood, whatever, but get it on jack stands, whatever, something to hold it up. So the wheels are off the ground, pull those off. And pull out these 4 bolts once everything is unhooked. Also your front transmission mounts here. You're gonna need to undo those. Yeah, those are just like a 13 on each side, I think. Sometimes both sides aren't even bolted up. But the belt is insanely tight on it. If you can't tell, it's got a little spring on it. I went off my parts mower. I stole the clutch spring and I hooked it up. It runs from the brake linkage. Most 118 did this. If you can see, it runs from the brake linkage and it runs over and through this. It's stretched very tight, so it pulls my belt very tight. And come up here, this motor, we've got the gas pedal, stock off of an MTD. So, you know, the MTDs, they have the throttles over here instead of over right there, so it's a little longer. And 2 self-tappers right here keeps that solid. String, stretch that tight. I probably need to put it a little tighter, but that runs around. Self-tapper right here, nut here to hold it in place. And if you push on it hard while you're mounting this in, it gives it enough tension to return it to idle without putting a return spring and just running that crap. So it just returns with this spring over here. this spring returns everything. But with it like this, it puts tension on there so it returns all the way. And this, you put it through, you just bend it a little bit so it stays better. And that's pretty much it. If you can't tell, I had to replace the carb on it. I'm not going to get under it because it just rained a bunch and the ground is wet. But there's the belt setup. 6-inch, if you can see, it has a 2 5/8 idler. You have to have that to clear the 6-inch. Again, got that from Mo218. Shout out to him. My setup is very, very similar to him, if you can't tell. But yeah, I got this V-twin sitting over here. I need to get this thing dialed in, but it runs. It's an old style Briggs & Stratton V-twin. I got it from a friend off of his John Deere wheelie mower. It's missing some stuff. I need to piece together a starter. He gave me that stuff. Yeah, but it does run. I've had it running myself. It sounds good. Yeah. It's just sitting on that frame, by the way, so I can get it sturdy without putting it on this yet. Yeah, I'll get this thing fired up so you can hear it, even though everybody watching this has probably seen my channel and have probably heard it about 50 billion times because I love the way it sounds and I keep posting videos. But, yeah. Alright, here you go. You're sitting on the Arian's gas pedal. See if we can fire this thing off. Dang it. Chinese carb on it, so it likes to warm up for a while. You can hear it bogging a little bit. You gotta let it warm up for about 10 or so minutes. No, give it about like a minute or so. Alright, that's going to be it for the racing mower walk around. Hope you enjoyed it. Also, wait, one thing I forgot. The exhaust. The exhaust is a stock mower thing. This is one of the unbolt ones, but you can just cut it off. It's got an angle on it with a bolt running through it. So, with that bolt, it gives it a whistle. Whistle. That's what the bolt does. So if you ever want a whistle, just run a bolt through your exhaust. Boom! It goes whoosh. It has that turbo sound. That's why most of my mowers